I highly welcome you to this forum. It's my pleasure to reflect with you on the act of listening. Just as the Igbo people used to say, Nando Benanti. What does it mean? That life is in the ear, if we could give it a literal translation. It means that when we listen to things and do or act on what we listen, especially the good ones, we would live and live well. So I will reflect with you today on the act of listening by expressing or making known to us the 5 different wrong ways we would listen. And then I will expose only one correct way to listen. The 5 different ways we could listen wrongly are: 1. Listening with criticism. You are listening to somebody and in your mind, in your heart, you are criticizing that thing you are listening to. You will not be able to listen well. Secondly, listening with resentment. You are listening and you do not even accept that which we are listening to. You hate both that thing and you hate even the person. You can't listen well. You can't understand. Thirdly, listening with indifference. You are listening, you are not even interested in what you are listening. Then you can't understand. And then fourthly, listening with superiority. You are listening to somebody and you think yourself superior to the person. Maybe, can this person teach me? Can I learn anything good from this person? As we see in the case of the Pharisees and the scribes with Jesus, they were listening, thinking that this person is from Joseph and Mary, the poor people. And then they regarded Jesus as inferior, just as any other human being. They couldn't learn from him. And then, fifthly, listening because you have nothing to say at the moment. That is a wrong way of listening. You are listening just because you have nothing to add or nothing to say. It's a wrong way of listening. I therefore express to us only one way of listening correctly, and that is listening in order to learn. We could get that in the scriptures in John chapter 6 verse 45, where Christ taught about himself as the bread for the life of the world. That particular verse tells us that when we listen in order to learn, that those who listen in order to learn are those that will come to him. So that is the only way to listen and listen correctly. When we listen in order to learn, then we will have life in us. And that is also good for students. When we listen in class in order to learn and not to criticize, nor with superiority, nor with indifference, nor because we lack words, rather because we want to learn, we would learn well and we would learn correctly and will continue to grow. I advise each and every one of us to put this into practice. Whenever you listen, listen in order to learn, and not in any of these ways we have pointed out that are wrong ways of listening. Thank you and God bless you. See you next time.